Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's almost time!
You know what it's time, but it's almost time. This is what it's time, but feel me? You know who it is. Tiiime, I'm a and in this corner, got A1 music. You feel me? And in this corner, we got my other main man, Paul. Both co-hosts. I don't know why they saying co-host, because they the host. You know what I'm saying?
Because we co-hosted this shit. I didn't want to be like, I don't know. We still working on the dynamic of how all this shit's supposed to be and what it's gonna be. But
it happens, man.
I just need to start vibing enough to use my bars and like update my nickname like
man.
you do.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I just be trying to think of like, all right, what's kind of the highlight of what happened last? You know what I'm saying? And I try to make it some about that. Like when Aldana got all done up. You feel me?
Yeah, that was my favorite so far, I think.
Because of course we got every show gotta have a hater, and ours is Paul, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We love him to death.
No, I just like the name.
But that's your favorite one, the one that's like the most negative. Like, oh, she did get all done up though.
It's just so good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Appreciate that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Your boy personally, I was out of town, you know, attending a seminar about, you know, laws of attraction, which that's a whole different podcast. But you know what I'm saying. Shouts to baby girl for, you know, getting me into something like that. That was cool. And I'll, you know, it was straight. You know what I'm saying.
No, ain't nothing wrong with expanding the mind and gaining some knowledge in all aspects of life.
Right.
Even if it ain't something you fuck with long term, there ain't nothing wrong with checking some shit out.
For sure. So I was kind of occupied with that, and we had that pre-planned, but I personally didn't know and or forgot that there was a fight. But I ended up catching up, getting out of the mustard, of course. You know,
caught that main event, or like the main card, anyways.
Didn't really have enough time for the prelim, but you know what I'm saying. Thank you kindly. Oh my god, it's got caramel on it now. I'm scared.
Now,
happy Father's Day, by the way. You know what I'm saying.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day to you as well.
Word up. Appreciate it.
Well, I don't know if you're a father, but happy Father's Day anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, cat daddies and dog daddies and stuff. We gonna include them too. You know what I'm saying? Because they take care of theirs, and we salute you.
I've only talked to one of mine out of the two today because he knows he's in trouble, so he don't want to call me.
Gotcha.
But he's got to understand it's Father's Day, and you usually get a pass on special days where like, hey, we can be all right today, but I'm gonna chew you out tomorrow, little dude. You hear me?
Well, you know, I ain't heard nothing, and that's okay.
That's what it is right now, right?
And a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. I was just throwing that in. But what I was saying was, no, I didn't catch the prelims, but for Father's Day, I got a Blizzard cake. And it's the first time I actually bought one as an adult, because the only other time I had one was as a kid. And I thought you had to go and fill out paperwork to get one of these. You know what I'm saying? And it turns out they just got 7 of them in a freezer.
Oh, that's it?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got different ones, and like one of them had Heath bars and one had M&Ms. One was plain with yellow icing, so you can make some custom shit.
Did they ask you about any allergies, just in case?
Hell no. I just grabbed the one that looked like Oreos, and I was like, let me get that one.
So, really really quick here before we jump into this card and go back over the fight night last night, which was Vettori versus Cannonier. To allude to the prior pay-per-view, anyways, with the Nunez and Aldana fight. I don't know if we really touched on what got said after the fact, because obviously we all know Nunez retired, kind of said her piece. Did y'all hear what she said? I know Paul did, but Dre, did you hear what Nunez claimed in her retirement?
In her retirement, I probably heard it, but I'm gonna say no. You know what I'm
Basically
saying?
says like, hey, I'm done. I've had a great career. I want to, focus on my family, and everybody else can have fun and just know that now that I'm gone, this is a fake belt. There's no real champ anymore. And
yeah,
I get what she was trying to say, but that's not how this works in the fight business. When you retire, when you relinquish that championship status,
right?
yes, you are a champion. You're a legend. You're definitely a future Hall of Famer and being double champ status and Amanda Nunes. But whoever claims this title next is the champion. And that's just how the fight game works. It came across, in my opinion anyways, a little cocky, a little cunty. That you would say some shit like that. Like, personally, I love Amanda Nunes' fight style, her resume, the accolades, and the people that she has beat. But to end that such a great fucking career with some hating ass fucking shit like that, nah. That
Okay.
I don't think it was that deep. I think she's just talking a little shit on the way out. I think it was just a throwaway comment. I don't really think it was.
You think they're just blowing it up?
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, yeah, she's just
feel
saying,
you.
I'm the best. Peace out. Don't matter who gets the belt next.
I feel you, and I want to ask you though.
Okay.
If John Jones would have said the same shit, wouldn't nobody have said shit though?
No, I would still have the same sentiment. I don't care who says it. If any champion retires and they're gonna say some shit like that, I'm gonna say the same fucking thing. Like, have some class, show some respect for the people that are picking up this torch after you realize it's bigger than you.
I get you, but we're not talking about just champions though. We're talking about dominant motherfuckers. How long did this bitch have one belt, let alone two? The same amount of time Anderson Silva did, and when that nigga talked shit, couldn't nobody say shit.
But then if she really wants that claim, then she needs to stick around and finish out that rubber match with Pena.
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all.
That was all I had on that. But it just felt it was a little distasteful. And again, I get she's earned her flowers. She's earned the right to kind of boast a little bit, but at the same time, again, there ain't nothing wrong with showing a little bit of class, a little bit of respect. I see that's the thing too. I think even if Jones or somebody like that felt that type of way, I think even Jones is smart enough not to say the shit. He might tweet some backhanded stuff later on after the speech, but no, he gonna be all class and just paying respect to everybody and everything that he did.
I didn't know if Paul knew this, but he is our It's Almost Time Twitter correspondent.
Oh, he is.
And I just want everybody on Twitter to know we found him like this. So whatever happens, happens.
Yep.
I haven't really been on there much yet.
But I support him 100%.
I gotta have his back. That's
my opinions are mine only and not those of the podcast as a whole.
The views and comments expressed by Paul Wilby on Twitter are not those of us here at It's Almost Time Podcast. Trademark pending.
You said trademark pending.
But no, so yeah, bullshit aside, little distasteful fucking comments aside, let's go ahead and jump into this card last night, because I remember we went into this kind of being like you said, you kind of forgot that there was a fight. It was one of those types of cards, so where if you had stuff going on, it was easy to forget. Like, hey, there's some fights happening.
People throwing down tonight.
Yeah. I had very minimal expectations on this. I didn't know a lot of the fighters on the undercard. I heard a couple things about I want to say it was like Costa on the undercard, and then everybody else, it was just main card stuff. There was even some fights that I heard. I think there might have been one fight that dropped out because I was gonna place a bet on dude, had his name wrote down, and then he was nowhere. I don't know what happened. Either that or this dude's trolling and just talking shit when he's making picks too. But it was a very good card, a very strong card, and I didn't expect it. It was very maybe that's what my plan should be moving forward, is just to go into these things with no expectations or low expectations. So we're basically if it pans out,
I would say in this case, no is better than low.
Yeah. But no, to start out the night, I think what was it? Zach Puaga versus Modestas Bukauskas.
Yeah.
And that one
that was part of the hold on. You gonna do it or
don't go for it.
Where is that?
It should be right next to
so that first fight with Zach Puaga and Bukauskas is part of our
Parlay boys. Parlay boys.
You feel me? Shouts out to my man, the Twitter handler for that.
Yeah, no, and backstory to that one too. We had made jokes about it, and I think it was prior fight card. Dre hit us in the inbox, and it wasn't even with the actual soundbite. He just went parlay boys, and it kind of became a joke. It caught on really quick because that shit was funny even when he did it like that. But yeah, last night or a couple nights ago we're chilling and just randomly, actually, I think I was over at your place. He was knocking out some recordings when he sent that, and fucking, oh my god, I was crying, man. That shit was fucking great. I did not expect it, and it reminded us, hey, it's time to fucking pick our parlays. But that was your pick, right, Dre?
Yeah, well, that was my pick, and not that I didn't have to do my research and whatnot, but you know what I'm saying. I kind of seen Puaga in the last Ultimate Fighter, and he's 7-1 now, 7-2, but his one loss came to Muhammad Usman. You know what I'm saying? Of that from that series. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's coming off of a loss. He really didn't do anything in that fight. I was like, I'm gonna take the other homie. He from one of them standing places or close to it. So there it is.
So next fight, I was actually kind of taking a look at the stats, and I got to give a big shout out to UFC.com and their fight analysis after the fact and getting the stats updated. Makes it a lot easier for us here on this end to kind of keep track of the fights, how it played out. I don't have to write down a bunch of notes. You can literally take a couple clicks and it's there for you. So big up to the UFC.com for actually having a good platform to post that shit. But it was Dan Argueta versus Ronnie Lawrence. And
I'm saying that it was a draw, but it was overturned.
Yes.
Talk about that. I didn't see that at all.
Well, and I'm trying to figure out what exactly happened, because I originally saw it went down as a draw, and maybe man, I don't know. I don't know what that like. Does that mean it's just going to be a no contest?
That's what it says here. Yeah, they overturned it to a no contest.
Sounds like to me.
So what's the difference between a draw then and a no contest?
No contest.
Go ahead.
It's just I actually don't know the functional difference. now that I think about it, but
because
a
they
draw.
both know
A no contest is like a null and void, like motherfuckers didn't
Yeah.
even fight. It don't fucking count.
like it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Versus a draw is like that extra, it's like win, lose, and then it's just like an extra thing, kind of like.
Functionally, nothing is different.
No, you're right. If that's what you're asking, then
yeah. But I was trying to think of it. I'm like, they kind of are the same thing, really, just with different paint jobs.
Well, not and really, I feel like
But
obviously
the draw counts as
a
far as
draw
your
is going to
record,
count.
though.
Right.
Well, yeah, and a
Yeah.
draw would count as like an actual legitimate fight, whereas a no contest, they. Man,
But
I
either
don't
way,
know.
it both shows on because all your no contest shows on your records too, usually. So it's just like
Exactly.
they're both just a stat that doesn't count.
It's weird as fuck.
I guess
have
the draw
to,
means you guys were even, but no contest could mean whatever the fuck.
Well, and we might get a chance here in the next couple of weeks to actually ask some of those pressing questions to some people that have the right answers for us. So
I do want to ask, we gonna come up with some basics. We got this now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Already.
And also, I will say, I guess, we've made it official. We are going to be Vegas for fight week for the UFC X VIP experience. It's gonna be dope. I'm gonna try to set very low expectations. I just
we're gonna get them hot interviews. We're gonna get some swag.
Question the claw.
Some chicken wings with Chael Sonnen, who got rhinestones as big as John Holmes. Fam.
Yes, sir.
If we see that thing, I want them to say all them balls.
When you're the best in the world, they don't call you champ; they call you Chael Sonnen.
He is the king of talking clout. Anyway,
the MMA king of bars, Chael Sonnen. All day.
But on to after the overturn we had, it was Teresa Beletta versus Gabriela Fernandez. That one, I mean, it was a little back and forth. I want to say, Fernandez got it. I don't even know for sure. I feel like
that one went to Beletta.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, Matt, you're right. I looked at that wrong with my dyslexic self.
It's okay. Look, man, you good. We still love you. And I want you to do what makes you happy. You feel me?
I always be trying to do what makes me happy.
Then do it. There ain't no try. You feel me?
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Any takeaways from the Beletta fight?
I didn't mentally note anything about it,
Yeah. And then next up, it was Carlos Hernandez versus Dennis Bondar.
Mm-hmm.
That was also a unanimous decision, and Hernandez got the dub. I feel like I want to say I probably missed a couple of these. Actually, I missed that one. This next one I caught the end of the cocaine and Kunos.
What was the submission?
What was this? I don't remember.
He said, I don't remember. It's okay.
Again, but these were like some of these, but I remember the main one of the prelims anyways. Jimmy Flick versus Alessandro Costa.
Uh-huh.
I do remember that one. Dude fucking slept fucking Flick. I think, what was it? Yeah, the second round.
103 in the second round, yep.
Yeah, that one was pretty
That
dirty.
was that was actually the first one. I always, like I said, I placed a couple bets here and there myself, apart from our It's Almost Time 3-way parlay. I did pick Costa to win by knockout, and I figured just to keep it in spirit with the It's Almost Time, there's 3 of us, so I've been trying to throw a minimum of about $3 per fight, and it was working out good in my favor for the most part last night. Picked Costa by KO, TKO, and got to collect.
Wait, so do you still get the
parlay, boys?
Are we gonna do it every time we bring it up?
Yeah, and like every time we got a parlay fight,
All right.
or if we get money on it.
All right. Fair enough. But yeah, no, Flick, I mean, he was durable enough to make it into the second barely. But Costa was just piecing him up. Flick was basically a punching bag for that match.
Damn. Hate to see it.
Made it look easy, and not to say it wasn't expected. Costa was a minus 255 favorite. So yeah.
Okay.
On to the main card, we have a welterweight bout between what was it, the Norwegian Hammer or something like that?
The hold on, I got you. Swedish Dynamite.
Oh, Swedish Dynamite. I don't know where I got Norwegian
Danish
Hammer.
Dynamite. That's what it is.
Finished or Danish Dynamite. Yep.
Yeah, Nicholas Dalby.
Yeah, versus Muslim Saka.
And yeah, so this is where I started at, and they put on a little bit, man.
Yes.
And then Dalby just started getting away from him.
Yeah, well, no, Solikov was definitely favored to win that fight. Even in the picks, I want to say, like when I was doing my homework, he was favored. People were talking about possibly just adding him if you wanted some easy points to your parlay, that he was probably going to pull it out. I hadn't placed anything on it until the end of the first round when I saw Dalby rock Muslim. Yeah, I was like, ooh, okay, he's actually gonna have a chance, and I seen it right there. So I placed my first live bet anyways on a fight and picked Dalby on the money line. It wouldn't let me do any funny business other than who's gonna win the fight from here on.
Right.
And he actually was still like plus 2 something as far as an underdog, and I was like, how? Like, are they not watching the same thing, or did they just think?
Are you not listening to the story?
Yeah. Did you? I don't know, but like Solikov has been durable. He was he's one of the Dagestani based fighters where these dudes are usually tanks and just don't stop. But Dalby etched out a very convincing decision, brought it to him, got some takedowns, and just was the more active fighter. Made myself a nice little piece off of that one too. On to the next fight, actually, we have Manuel Torres versus Nicholas Mata. I also placed a $3 bet on Torres to win by knockout.
Look, man, I was like, so after watching this fight, it brought me joy because it reminded me of kind of like once I started learning martial arts and getting into it, why I loved doing it, you know what I'm saying? And when I loved doing it is when I started practicing Muay Thai, fam. Because then I was really Sagat and shit. And Street Fighter 2 was my shit, right? So Manuel Torres, they was like, hey, this is going to be a Muay Thai fight for Manuel Torres, right? And it's like, okay, that's cool. This motherfucker went in there and hit this young bull, and that's what I'm gonna call him, the young bull, with an elbow so clean and so fresh. Outcast sued him for the rights to the elbow, fam. That's the shit I'm talking. Like, wasn't nothing this dude could have did when this elbow came but go to sleep. It was horribly beautiful. I don't know how else to describe it, fam. He just stepped outside this man, brought it in, said, good night. He said, give me the comforter, please.
It's not nighttime.
Night time. And the boy is Mexican. The Mexicans are coming, fam, for these fucking titles.
Yeah, I was like, I'm glad you finished that statement there, man, because you might have freaked out a lot of Southern America. Like,
no, they're coming for the UFC titles, fam.
Not our jobs. Not our jobs.
If that motherfucker has a Mexican flag and fights for the UFC, that nigga does something. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Taking opportunities away from our fighters.
And this is why we have this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
It's so good jobs. What, you gonna go in there and get punched in the face?
You stupid as fuck. No, fam, but like, but no, like, so as far as the fight goes, way to go, Torres, and like, dude, it's nice. I'm definitely gonna be watching for him. As far as for real though, like all the Mexican fighters coming up, like they are about to.
Torres, if you out in Vegas in a few weeks, I want to say what's up, get a picture, like for real.
Look, Mexico is doing what the Nigerians was doing 2-3 years ago,
and what the Russians have been doing, and
since Khabib left.
Yeah.
Like, so they're next, and they know it, and they feel it, and some of them niggas is really Aztecs, so watch out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Straight
saying?
warriors. I feel like Pajeda is something ancient, bro.
Yeah, he's descendant.
For real.
That
like
nigga.
maybe a scorpion or something. I don't know.
Right.
Anyways, on to the next one. It was Pat Sabatini versus Lucas Almeida. I want to say Sabatini actually had just dropped down to featherweight. I want to say it had been fighting up at lightweight. He was actually doing decent up there with 1-4-5, and then met some resistance his final fight. Kind of reassessed some things, dropped down. Lucas Almeida, I've seen him fight a handful of times. Anyways, I'm definitely familiar with the name. It was not so much of an wasn't super competitive. I mean, Sabatini kind of did what he needed to do, got the fight down. It took him 2 rounds, but yeah, got the submission like he was looking for. And he was strong with it. Almeida was getting fucked up on the ground, like just getting beat in the face, and did not like it.
Couldn't do anything with it.
Yep, couldn't better the situation. It was better. I actually remember saying in that second round, like, come on, 17, just lock this up, get it out. Like, this dude
it's like he had gum on the bottom of his shoe. He just couldn't quite get out the bricks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is, man. But yeah, that was, and then he ended up getting the sub in round 2, 1:48. Yep. And yeah, man. So nice job, Pat.
And then actually on to the next fight, it was Armen Petrosyan versus formerly undefeated Christian Leroy Duncan. Duncan was the favorite to win in that fight. I was watching the odds, and I've got certain numbers that stick out to me in this universe. Anytime I see them, I pay attention. I caught the number. He was an underdog by a certain number, and I seen it, and I was like, ooh, that's what I should have picked. But I got greedy, and I figured I was going to pick Petrosyan by KO TKO because he had been on a tear. He had actually been fucking a lot of people up. Petrosyan actually, I want to say, was discovered on Contender Series.
Yeah.
And so, anybody coming out of Contender Series, that they're already tested. They've already had.
They're Dana White certified, basically.
Basically, yeah. No, they had to get his okay to even get a contract.
Right.
But yeah, I got a little bit greedy, picked Armen by KO, but he eked out a decision. It wasn't even eke out. I want to say it was 30-27 and then 29-28 on 2 cards. Petrosyan got the dub. Duncan wasn't necessarily bad either. He's super unorthodox. The fight style, his stuff was coming from all over the place, but Petrosyan, from start to finish, was just more crisp and picking his shots, and basically kind of wore on him, had him hurt a couple times, and definitely got the dub. Like,
so this was the one. Okay, yeah, where like Duncan was kind of like freestyle fighting, like he didn't really have anything basic, like, and he wasn't doing anything bad necessarily. It was just unorthodox. You know what I mean? Like lots of spin kicks, spinning fists, um, changing of stances, and like, you know, but like he was still doing what you're supposed to do. Like, so he would get a kick in, follow it with some punches, kick on the way out. You know what I'm saying? And just like, yeah, like between the second and third round, homeboy just caught on and started taking control.
And what was funny about it too was in between the second and the third round, Duncan's corner, who's actually very smart corner, got to give him props because they recognized he was down and they didn't sugarcoat it. They told him, hey, let's stop with the fancy stuff. It's back to the basics. Let's just go back to something that's going to be more effective because you're losing this fight right now. First thing Duncan does when he comes out is throws like some spinning moves. Like, oh,
Yeah.
so you just don't fucking fuck with your corner at all, I guess, because they gave you sound advice and you completely threw that shit out the window.
Starts with the capoeira.
Yeah.
No, right.
All right,
For
back to
real.
the basics, boys.
And he starts to Jenga and shit.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
no, Petrosian got that dub, got the decision win, a hard-earned win. Fought a good fight, and I'm definitely gonna tune in for Petrosian's fights moving forward. He was very entertaining. Yeah, it was fun. Which brings us actually to the co-main event of the evening,
And this
Mr.
was
Arman
decent.
Sarukian.
I mean, it wasn't decent like as a whole, but it turned out like you saw the urgency.
Oh yeah,
And
no, you saw when
then,
he
like, he
'cause
woke
he
the fuck
realized,
up basically and
yeah.
did his thing.
Well,
Yeah.
and to give everybody some context, because I'm sure everybody doesn't listen to the hype or the build up or like the rhyme and reason for everything, but um Sarukian first and foremost could not find anybody that wanted to fight him. Like zero fucking people were trying to step up and fight this dude, at least ranked, because they know what it is with him. This dude comes and he's strong and he goes for the finish.
Yeah.
He knows what he wants, and this dude's probably going to get it. Well, I'm not even probably. This dude's gonna get a chance at a title here before too long if he keeps it up. He could be a champion too. The dude's belief is there, his confidence is there, but a lot of fucking cockiness too. Because Wakium or Joakim, and it's not even Joakim because they were saying it proper, and I tried to remember how to say it.
Joaquim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joaquim Silva, who I think he took it on like 2 weeks' notice or something like that. They put this fight together kind of quick, but was the only dude that was willing to step up and fight him. And Sarukian thanked him. Was like, "Oh yeah, I appreciate you even coming in here, but if I'm speaking honest, you don't belong in here with me. You don't deserve to be in here with me. You're only fighting me because nobody else will." But basically, it was weird. He thanked him and fucking was heavily disrespecting him at the same time. To go into the fight, actually, I was looking at some of the live odds because I put money on this fight. I picked Sarukian by TKO and KO. It was ridiculous. He was like -1,000 betting favorite. So I had money on him. I think it was like $2 on the money line for Silva just in case. And what I should have done, I should have just threw it on KO because that was his only chance. And actually, what was it, the second round?
Third.
Silva had Saruki.
Oh, yeah. Silva
hurt.
Second round, yeah.
Hurt.
Hit him with a left hook.
Nah, he did the stanky leg.
Yeah, he hit Sarukian with a left hook, and he put that arm out and was twerking a little bit.
And in Sarukian's defense, he was composed enough that his Dagestani wrestling took over, and he got the takedown. He rode out the rest of the round. He kind of got some ground and pound in there at the end.
Yeah. But he didn't win that round, though.
No. No, and even I want to say, yeah, that was the same round he got his face busted up because I
Yeah.
remember when he went in for the takedown, I was looking at Silva's belly and there's just all of a sudden there's red shit, all like blood all over his stomach. I'm like, damn, like
Yeah.
Sarukian got fucked up, man.
A
So
little bit.
I love it though too because that's the universe saying, "Hey, watch your fucking mouth, dude." Like there are levels to this shit, yes, but dude, and I said it before the fight started, like you got to give anybody in that cage that's in there with you, you got to give them respect. Regardless if you think that they belong in there with you or not, there's a reason that motherfucker's signed to the UFC.
Right.
There's a reason that this dude's in there. Whether or not
Right.
you want to think it or not, that's the case. And he almost got the dub, almost got a knockout. Move on to the third round. Sarukian knew he needed something big, flashy. He didn't want. He wasn't. There's no way he was wanting to go to a decision with a dude that he should have taken out in the first round.
So then, what did he do? Go back to what was working for him the first round.
Yeah. Yep. Got the takedown, but got more dominant takedown. Actually,
So once he got the takedown this time,
well, he moved through the guard quicker, and he
started getting some shots, which opened up some shit. And then he got a big shot.
It's
and
some
then
elbows.
another one. And then he said no. And he said, okay, from the back then. And then he said no. He said, okay, same thing. And he tried for like 40 seconds to roll.
What was your parlay pick, Paul?
I think I picked shit, I don't even remember. I need to look real quick.
Parlay boys.
I think I picked under 2 or under 1.5 on Sarukian and Silva, but let me double check.
Parlay boys. Parlay boys.
See, did that one pitch up higher pitch for you guys the second time? Mine keeps glitching and sounding weird. It sounds real weird. It's hilarious.
Man.
All right. Yep. Silva and Sarukian's, I picked to go over 1.5 rounds.
Oh, you picked over 1.5.
Which was plus 120. And
I was about to say that wasn't supposed to go over 1.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Like no, they was like I was looking at the odds for KOs for Sarukian per round. And first round, it was like he was still like negative 120 favor for knockout in the first round, like straight knockout pick, not even money line pick.
Oh yeah.
And then from there though into the second round, it jumped to like 550, and then the third round thought, man. Yeah. It was
That's what's up.
But he finished it out strong, and I think he claims in the post-fight speech, Sarukian claims that after that win, that makes him now the number 1 contender. I don't know how that works, fighting an unranked guy and getting number 1 contender. These Dagestanis have really weird logics as far as like what qualifies them getting status.
Like you were a co-main of a fight night, bro. Like you weren't even on a main card of a main thing. No.
Well, and I caught though Paul Felder low-key checked him in real time though, and he goes, yeah, like Sarukian's like, I'm number 1 contender after that. He goes, oh, you will be after too long. But what do you want next? Like he's like, nah, you ain't that yet. Yeah. Like didn't like straight up tell him, but told him.
Right.
Yeah. Quit doing
But this actually brings us to our main event of the evening, which was, of course, who the card was named after, Marvin Vettori versus Jared Cannonier.
Because he's a man.
Yep.
I'm a man. So.
But this was actually my 3-way parlay pick.
Which I loved.
Parlay boys.
The bat signal.
Yes. And I did some homework before this one as well. Vettori was favored. And that was my pick. I picked Vettori to eke out a decision like he had been. And the thing with me is, I recognize the talent. Vettori is a good fighter. Personally, Not a big fan. I don't like the shit that he talks. I don't feel like he backs it up the majority of the time. If you look at his track record, majority of his fights, at least lately, have been decisions. Whether it's win or lose, he either ekes one out or he doesn't. He lost to Izzy twice decision. One was a 3-round, one was a 5-round. But yeah, he didn't win either one of them. And you can kind of make an argument why he thinks he might have won the first one. But that second one, Izzy definitely beat him. And after the fact, even he was still like, no, I won that fight. I won that. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. But this card and even this fight night, like I didn't go in with a lot of expectations. I thought it was just going to be some fights that you'd want to check out if you didn't have shit going on. It wasn't nothing you were going to write or like call your pops. Oh my God, pops, you hear Marvin Vettori and Jared Cannonier are fighting tonight? No, right. Holy shit. No, it just didn't have that kind of buzz about it, but holy shit, this fucking main event. Let me tell you, this definitely had no business going this fucking hard. Right?
No business.
Nah, like for real, bro. Right out the bat, they was swinging for the fences. And usually, if you've ever watched a Vettori fight or a Cannonier fight, these dudes aren't punching bags. They don't usually just sit there and get hit. Yeah. They're very methodical and plot, and that's actually why Cannonier has had a few decisions on his record as of late, and Vettori's had a lot because they're more technical. They're point fighters. Cannonier's got some power, but I think he also he hit the top, the top of the top, saw that he wasn't that yet. So he kind of went back to the drawing board, and it's like Cannonier's 39. He doesn't got a shit ton of time left. If you look at the track history of older fighters, he's on the back nine basically.
Yeah.
But man, he leveled the fuck up because he brought that fight second round in particular one. And let me start out by saying Cannonier made some fantastic adjustments in the first round because they came out, they were both fighting southpaw, and what Cannonier's plan was to damage that lead leg of Vettori's, because he'd seen some stuff in tape, obviously thought that he could exploit a weakness. Only problem was his defense from southpaw was
boo-boo.
No, horrible, man.
Horrible. Boo-boo.
Like Vettori, it took Vettori maybe after getting hit 2 or 3 times with Cannonier and southpaw, picked up on what Vettori or what Cannonier wasn't doing, and it's like, nope, I'm shutting this shit down. Cannonier though in real time made some good adjustments. Ended up, fighting orthodox for the majority of the fight. Would end up long term switched over. Would pick the shots, hit that leg shot real quick, and then switch stances, which it was effective. Yeah. That first round, Vettori had Cannonier wobbled and almost had him out. I was surprised because I was like, wait, what? Vettori's actually gonna get a finish? And Cannonier weathered it out. They got through the first round. That second round came out though, and Cannonier, man, just put that power on Vettori. Like personally, I don't know how dude got out of that second round. I don't know how he got out of like a lot of the positions throughout that fight, man, because Cannonier was just head hunting. And I feel like maybe that's where he went wrong. If he would have started to focus more on the body, he might have been able to get a stop. But I mean, every time you thought Vettori was done, he got right back into it, started getting some shots back of his own, and at least stayed in the fight, man. His face, so holy shit. I actually seen a meme earlier today. Somebody posted Sloth from the Goonies. But no, it was a very, very entertaining fight, very entertaining main event. And for 5 rounds, these motherfuckers went at each other like somebody owed the other money, man. It was fucking fantastic.
And that, excuse me.
And that got fight of the night.
What I came to love about Cannonier is like that. I like him and Cain Velasquez for that reason because they don't look like they're fighting sometimes. They just look like they jumping you in whatever gang they in. But that works. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's UFC stuff. So
Yep.
So do you think Cannonier should get a title shot next or fight Robert Whitaker first?
I feel like him and Whitaker should run it back, but Whitaker's also got Duplessis on the shit, and that's my guess.
I thought that got canceled.
No, that's coming up on Fight Week.
Shit, okay, my bad.
Yeah, that's like a Coco main.
Well, let me double check. Now you got me worried. Yeah, no, they still booked.
Okay, cool.
And Duplessis, as of right now, is a plus 290 dog, which is rightfully so, actually, really, if you ask me. Because Whitaker is a motherfucking beast. I feel bad. I can't, not bad, but I feel kind of some type of way for some of these fighters. So I really like Whitaker. He's a very fucking good fighter. But to be born and to be stuck in the same class of fighters with somebody like Izzy, it's unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
Wonder if he could make 170.
That's where he started. He missed a couple weight cuts missed weight a couple times and ended up getting slept. One of his last 170 fights. That's what made him decide to move up because he felt like it was just taking too much out of him. He couldn't take punishment even as good at 170 because it was cutting too much.
Damn.
But yeah, no, that fight's still on. So my guess is that that's probably what they'll have to do, especially if Duplessis for some reason does win or get past Whitaker. They're gonna have that's what they want. They want him to get past him first of all, so that they can set up Izzy and Duplessis and probably run the shit in Australia or New Zealand or where, somewhere. I doubt, Izzy's already talking about wanting to go to New Zealand, which is funny because he's talking like if they both fought, it would be who's the best African fighter. But bro, then why wouldn't you fight in Africa? But
I don't know. You should.
But no, we got another, basically for the next 3 weeks, we've got fights. Because next week is Emmett versus Taporia. The week after that is Strickland versus Magomedov.
Yeah.
And then after that, we already know. And that's your boy Bulk. And Yair about to run that.
Moreno Pantoja.
That's going to be going too. And then,
and after that, you got Holly Holm and Silva.
It makes, okay, now with that's going to be at 135, right?
Bantamweight.
You know what they need to do? I want to see Strickland get hurt.
Why?
I just hate him. He's such a douche.
Hate.
He doesn't like the bloke.
Crikey.
Anytime I see him doing anything on camera, he's just it's like he's being a douche on purpose to play a character, but
he does. Well, he does kind of come across a little douchey. I get that vibe a little bit, but I don't dislike him. I thought it was funny though when he tried to stand up with the
my god.
Yeah, stand and fight and bang with fucking Pereira. Like he thought he was gonna go against a world fucking champion kickboxer.
Very much
enjoyed
that.
He goes, man, things were going great for me too. And next thing you know, I'm waking up.
Yeah, I really much enjoyed watching that. Watching his stupid ass walk flat-footed with his arms out while fucking Pereira punched him in his face.
Yeah.
No, it's like a blind man trying to find the light switch or something. He was just like,
we watched the only nigga that can beat Izzy, and Izzy came back.
Yeah. Well, and Izzy's saying that chapter's basically done unless Pereira goes and gets that 205 strap. And he said, no, then we can run it at 205 because that would be fun. I was like, I don't know if he wants Pereira at 205, but
yeah, that would be that'd be a tall order.
Yeah, nah, and I don't know. I love Izzy, but I really fucking fuck with fucking Poeton too, man. I like how quick he's established himself in MMA and actually, again, had 2 really good MMA fights against the best middleweight right now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Kind of
just
like
that
they're kind of kickboxing matches.
that's basically what it was. There's what, yeah, a little bit of some takedowns and some grappling in that first fight, but you know, it was, man, that shit was crazy. So yeah, no, let me take a peek at this next one, the Emmett and Taporia, because man, if I'm based off of Emmett and Taporia, I gotta pick Taporia.
Yeah.
See.
And the odds are saying that too. Yeah, he's a minus 330 favorite. Taporia is a motherfucking beast. He's been dominant as fuck. Amanda Hebus and Macy Barber is the co-main on that one.
Yeah.
That should be decent. How come Austin Lane is in black and white on their photos? Oh, Tafa's on this card too. Okay. I fuck with Justin Tafa, another New Zealand dude. But
Neil Magny's the main of the prelims.
But why is Austin Lane in black and white like it's a memorial?
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I don't know. Damn, Neil Magny down on the prelims at rank 11.
Yeah.
Man, against Phil Rowe. Okay. Oh, Jillian Robertson's on this on the prelims too.
Oh, I love watching Tabitha Ricci.
Yeah.
She got a dumpy, bro.
Yeah.
A dumpy.
Yo, the Clydson Rodriguez going against Tatsuro Taira, and he's undefeated.
Bro,
that might be my pick. That fight's at 10:30 a.m. too.
Oh, this is an early card. Okay.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Jacksonville, Florida.
They're in the States and they go on that early?
Yep.
Yeah, are you talking about the Taporia Emmett card?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacksonville. I assume Florida.
Yeah.
I wonder what they charge for VIP for that shit. For a fight night.
If fucking Kansas City was 300, nigga.
But was that for VIP?
Oh, for VIP, the shit. It was like starting at what, 15?
But that included the VIP experience then too?
I guess.
And yeah, no, the fight
card. We gonna have a good VIP experience.
And I ain't gonna say that Strickland
starting at 650.
That Strickland Magomedov card isn't gonna be good, but this upcoming card looks like it's got a potential of being really decent. And again, not to say like you tune into any one of these. This was just half the fun, like with the Strickland Magomedov. I don't know half of these fighters, but like I guarantee you're gonna see some people doing some shit.
Anybody with Alv at the last name, it's got to be doing some shit.
Right.
It's a lot of damn Alvs on here.
Did you guys see John Jones and Francis Ngannou face off over the weekend?
Yeah, I think it's corny.
Yeah, I thought theirs was a little corny
like,
too.
Why the fuck y'all even gonna pose like? Because there ain't shit going on. Y'all ain't fighting each other. Why y'all posing like it's a fight pick and shit, man? Right. Y'all just
for promotion.
For who?
Just for
promoting
the PFL.
What?
For PFL.
Y'all not attacking Cross Street Fighter, nigga?
It makes headlines. That's it.
That shit.
Well, who was it? Was it Tyson Fury just said that UFC sent him over a hybrid fight deal for him and Jones?
Right.
I don't know what it entails, but I don't know. Fuck these cross sport shit, man. Like, Let's
That's
just
next
fucking.
though.
I like it.
I fuck with it. Like
Well, you
if you
probably like
saw,
motherfucking midgets fighting strippers too.
no, what I'm saying is
Am I wrong?
if one person is gonna call out another, do that shit.
I know,
And
but
then
half
ain't
the time
nobody
it
gonna
don't.
talk
They
shit.
just talk shit for fucking 4 years, and then it never fucking happens.
Hey, I wish Mike Tyson would have seen Hoist Gracie.
Oh, did a little bit of unrelated MMA news. Anyways, it was in the boxing world. Y'all saw that Mayweather fought one of Gotti's kids, right?
I did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 days ago, and Gotti is actually an MMA fighter. Like, but they booked this fight under boxing rules and shit. And I don't know what round it made it to, but Gotti kept like clenching and holding and wasn't letting go. And I guess the ref had warned him a couple times, like, hey, when I say fucking let go, let go. And he didn't, and they ended up calling the fight off. And after he called the fight off, fucking Gotti flipped his shit and tried to attack Mayweather some more and shit after the shit had been called off. And a bunch of people out, like I think a bunch of Mayweather's dudes and Gotti's dudes was swinging outside the ring. I think a couple people got pieced up and knocked out. And shit. It was a big old mess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it until I think yesterday. I was randomly on TikTok and came across this. I said, "What the fuck is this?"
That's nuts, man. No, I feel like I said, if it would have been like back in the day and Mike Tyson's the champ and Hoist Gracie would have been like, Mike, I will make you submit. And Mike was like, bitch, I'll knock you the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Let him go one round with MMA rules and one round with boxing rules. And we'll see what the fuck is up.
You'd have to do it on different nights, man.
You know who would do
whoever
that?
got to go first, the other person ain't gonna get a chance.
It's already been done.
Yeah, no, you have to, Nick.
It's already been done. Rod Tang fought Demetrius Johnson. They started first round Muay Thai, second round MMA, didn't make it to the third round because DJ won his round.
Yep.
But I still enjoyed it and I still liked it. But
yeah, no, and I feel like somebody you're gonna like this one, Paul. Somebody called Marvin Vettori the Rod Tang of the UFC, but he always loses.
Oh my god. That's a diss to Rod Tang, and I actually like Marvin Vettori, but they don't. No way. Rod Tang beats people the fuck up. He's not. I mean, he's not a point fighter. He beats people the fuck up. And
no, he definitely got that killer instinct for sure. Man, we kind of. I don't know how we run through this in an hour. So I feel like
that's all it takes sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. We also, if all goes well, because I'm gonna bring my setup. If you want to bring yours as well, Dre, we're gonna actually try to run a Sunday episode of It's Almost Time stateside in Nevada during fight week.
That bitch gonna be early then, because that Sunday's the only free day. So we finna do something.
Hey, it's not the only free day because we got the convention Friday and Saturday, but it's like we gonna get time to get some stuff in. We got to shoot a whole music video while we out there. What you talking about?
We do. You right. Exactly. It's a workcation.
Yeah, nah. Speaking of, we gotta get our merchandise, not for sale, but at least some legit looking t-shirts that we can rock out that way. We're gonna try to find some boxes for our microphones that have the little It's Almost Time logo on it. Let's make it happen. Cool. How would we even go about doing that?
We can just
cardboard or styrofoam. I don't know.
And then stickers. Like some poster board, you know what I'm saying? We can cut it up and do it up. It wouldn't be hard.
Better get on it. I'm already spazzing about this shit, and it's 3 weeks away.
Well, don't, because ain't nothing to spazz about.
I'm just want to make sure I'm prepared, and we good to go. I know we got like 90% of it flipping good to go anyway. So
Word up.
it's just that 10%.
Understood.
Nah, we'll be good. It's gonna be a fun time. On a personal note, some of my family might actually come out that way too, chop it up with us for a little bit, and
In the back seat of the Fatty.
it should be fun.
Thank you, Jeter. And
oh, look at you! Yeah, no, you good over there, man. Let me know when I can make an appearance, man.
man, I might slide on you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know.
Gotcha.
But nah, I guess on that note, we could call it an even. I know we got a little bit of a late start tonight, anyway. So
it's all good.
On that note, fucking hope y'all have a good night and.
Parlay boys.
Parlay boys.
Almost out.
Parlay boys. Parlay boys.
Hell no.
Parlay boys.
He said.